He's the apex battler of all time in Canada, #1 most viewed. There will never be another person like Pat Stay. There's no one who's achieved the things that he's done. The way he's gone from league to league, jumping from RBE, King of the Dot, URL. He'll battle anywhere. He came and did the compliment stuff. He was doing stuff behind the scenes. He makes incredible music. He was respected by everybody, comedians and the hardest rappers out. Like, his list of accolades is insane.
Put your lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brains from this chick like whoa. Fingernails in your asshole like whoa. Team floss bitches and bitches.
His presence was larger than life. It was bigger than this screen where his battles were playing on. You felt like you could touch him. And the best news about that is it was real outside of all that.
I don't want to get in your personal life, but I actually do care. Why were you having a bad day? Is that personal, or is it just kind of one of those mood things?
I'm happy to talk about it, but I don't know that I should.
So you let it get the best of you, but now here you are today in the sun, having the ice cream. That means you're great at dealing with your emotions because you know how to overcome it. And here you are having a good day. I walked by, the first thing you did was smile because you're pleasant and you have a great aura, and that's why I'm sitting here right now. You look really nice too.
Thank you.
No, I really mean that. When you do something nice for somebody, you walk away feeling good, they walk away feeling good.
Thank you.
You have a great summertime.
You really made my day. You have no idea.
That makes my day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take care, Carol.
The one that you saw on the camera was the exact same. There was no switch. There was no turning on or anything like that. It was the same person you would see talking to a stranger on the street, a cab driver driving him around, a waiter or waitress, the same way that he would talk to somebody in the ring, the same way he'd talk to a celebrity, to Drake, to Eminem, who shouted him out, is the same way that he would talk to like a dude who was maybe homeless or going through something or had a problem going on. Like, he was the same person throughout, and like, that's the best news.
That's what's up!
When I battled Pat, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for what he was gonna do. I had no idea. Like, you know, the humor, you know, I was trying my best not to laugh at his jokes.
Yeah.
But looking back, I was looking back at that battle recently and dying because I was like, yo, how did this guy?
Every day you gotta put on that tough mood. God, that must bug you. His moms be like, love you. He'd be like, whatever, fuck you.
He just did it with such class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did it with class. He did it to where it's okay to not take it as serious. Don't be so serious. You know what I mean? Like, he told me, he was like, you know, I don't know why these battle rappers are just so like
angry,
hardcore all the time. Like,
right,
relax, bro. You know, just relax.
Yeah, that was his thing.
His energy was so infectious. Like, good vibes, great vibes. You know what I mean? He will always bother me on Twitter. He will always troll me on Twitter. So it was like a thing of, like you said, damn, this is a big one. Mm-hmm. This is a big one. Like, this is somebody that is huge on any league he steps on. You know what I mean? And he was just such a lovable guy and a great energy. It's usually the ones that have great energy that's like, it hurts the most because it's like, why you though? Just his energy is just kind of just sticks with people, and I think that's something that's gonna last forever.
So I'm vlogging and I'm coming down the stairs of the hotel, and this fool was really behind. He was jamming like on some nut shit. He had this fucking coat on. And it was just like, it was so organic, and it was just Pat. He was just being himself.
You already know how it is, man. You can't spell. Hey, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Bro, you feeling yourself, bro?
All day.
You was a funny mother.
What's happening?
I love Pat since the day I fucking met the guy. I thought he was fucking unbelievable. I thought he was the scariest thing. Mm-hmm. But I remember watching him battle Bartone and thinking, yo, this guy is fucking hilarious. And it was a different kind of hilarious.
Right.
I know when I met him and I watched him battle, I said, this guy is fucking incredible. All cards on the table. This guy's a star. This guy has every possible element
Yeah.
to become what he became. Pat Stay had it all.
Everything.
He had he was hilarious. He was ignorant. He was mean. He was nice. He was intelligent. He was dumb. He was everything you could think of to make him the greatest of all time.
And I was definitely following his career and his battles. He played a huge part in everything that's going on right now. You know?
It's hard to even explain what Pat Stay meant if we're just talking about the battle rap scene. There's so much you could speak about his character and him as a person and a father and a friend. But if we're speaking about Pat Stay as a battle rapper and we're talking Canada, well, I guess I'm going to have to go back in time and drop some history on some people that aren't maybe familiar. But King of the Dot was started in 2008. Pat Stay was battling before that in Nova Scotia on the Elements League. And they were actually doing 3 rounds, 3 minutes of material memorized, and it was written. And it was told to people it was written. Back in the day, you used to get in trouble for writing. It was all, you do freestyle battles, and if they thought you were writing, they would do the pencil motion, like he's cheating, he's writing.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, Elements League came out, and at the time there was a scene of freestylers. So there was Thesaurus, Illmac, Kid Twist, Disaster. They came from the Scribble Jam era, and they came from the WRC era. But that era died out, and battle rap really had nowhere to go in terms of, there was the URL battle rap, but in terms of people from, let's say, Canada, we weren't, invited to do that. We just weren't in the mix yet. So Pat Stay, Miracle, Critical, Quake, all these people from Nova Scotia, they're doing these battles on the Elements League, and I'm finding this on YouTube, and I'm like, yo, who is this Pat Stay guy?
Yo, sometimes he likes to gel her back, slap on some cologne, and put a fancy shirt on, then set up the room with romantic candles and dim the lights just to jerk off. Yo, dirty talking himself like, I heard stuff. Gary. Gary, I'm gonna clown you. The presence of a boss will surround you, making your voice box soundproof and choke around too.
This guy is crazy. He's clearly the best out of all these people in this Nova Scotia league. And I'm like, how do they do this? They write 3 minutes of material, they memorize it. This is crazy. So these guys were breaking each other down. They're doing personals. It was insane.
We did it in a graffiti pit, and
okay.
And it wasn't like, it's just like you get a call, be like, oh shit, like there's a rapper from this neighborhood. You don't know him, you don't know nothing about him. You just go, right? So my first one ever, it was just right up the street, which is the best feeling ever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just in a graffiti pit,
Absolutely.
especially it was across the bridge. So like where I live, like everyone's cool, but there's still a little bit of a little tension sometimes. You know what I mean? So even going over there, it gives you that feeling that you want. That like, oh shit, could happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
You outside,
right? And I'm on a whole other side of town. So anyways, it happens, and I'm just spazzing because afterwards I don't remember anything. It felt like a fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it went up on the. I said, did I do good? They're like, bro, what do you mean do good? Absolutely. And then they put it up on the internet and just whoo, it just flew. It was crazy.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
And basically, King of the Dot even started because of what Pat Stay did in Elements League. So Organic hit up Pat Stay and said, if there's the WRCs next year, I want to be partners with you because you're the best in Canada. You're amazing. And Pat Stay said, I don't freestyle, but my friend Hollohan freestyle.
Yo, I'm the know-it-all. I give the words of advice. I was the one encouraging Christ to make a virgin give life as I launched the first birds into flight. Gifted the first person with sight. And then I waved my hand and day turned into night.
Okay.
You should link up with this guy, Hollohan. And the crazy thing about Pat Stay, and this is what people don't realize, he never wanted to be a battle rapper. He did the Elements League for fun. He just did it because he thought it, he enjoyed doing it. He was a good battle rapper, but he never wanted to pursue it. So Organic got in talks with Hollohan. Hollohan came out to live with Organic in Toronto, which is crazy. You know, like he took a flight, he lives with them. He wants to start doing the WRCs, but the WRCs don't happen. So now Hollohan is in a different, it's a province in Canada, so a different state. There's no WRCs. Organic feels bad. This guy rerouted his whole life. Pat Stay referred him to go here. He's in a different place. Organic starts King of the Dot because he feels bad Hollohan's living there.
A lot of people don't know I actually started King of the Dot because of Hollohan in a weird way. So when the World Rap Championships were happening, I was trying to be Pat's partner. Pat couldn't freestyle, so he's like, no, like, do it with this guy. And me and Jeff kind of like were friends, and then he decided to move to Toronto. The World Rap Championships got canceled, and I felt this like heavy weight on my shoulders of like, man, I just made this guy move across the country to be my rap partner. Like, what am I gonna do? So we started doing the street battles.
And also, Grind Time starts, D-Rex words, Grind Time King of the Dot started around the same time. D-Rex said he started it because of Pat Stay.
Yeah, D-Rex has talked about it a few different times. Actually, he's giving me a lot of props. He's man, like he goes, you guys don't even know. Like I started this shit because of Pat Stay. And then,
Direct.
Yeah,
Direct. And I always give Direct his flowers for that. Like I thought Grind Time set it off. You know what I mean? As far as leagues.
Because when I was working with Direct, he told me, like, I asked him, like, yo, how'd you? He's like, yo, I seen a Pat Stay battle.
That's
said,
crazy.
2006.
He been vocal about that for a minute. I heard D-Rex say that in interviews and shit.
Dope. Shout out Direct, yo.
But who I'd like to give it to is the Source and Immaculate. They're the reason why I do the shit.
So all this Grind Time stuff that happened was inspired from what Pat Stay did.
History lesson. 2006. The Elements League started in Scotia. The owner was a coward and quit. Direct came across my battles on YouTube because I was the only one pushing thousands of hits. After a while of being a fan, he decided to give it a whirl, and that created the largest battle company in the world. What? Then Organic started King of the Dot, inspired from Grind Time, inspired from the Elements League. Which technically means this entire movement was inspired directly from me.
And there was battles before that too. No one was ever saying Pat Stay is the fucking beginner of battle rap, right? There was smack battles. There was the pool table. What the fuck was that called again?
Fight Club.
All that
106
shit.
and Park.
It's just at the time, like, World Rap Championships was already done for like 2 years. And
you probably would have killed in Fight Club too. I ain't gonna hold you.
There just wasn't anything going on, right? No one. It was done, right? No one really had anything going on. So.
That's dope.
Whoa, that's fire. That's what's up.
History, B.
You're welcome.
I was in the when I learned that.
Now, Grind Time brought us so many classics, and it also bridged the gap between white and black battle rap when Awkward was battling Arsenal. I mean, obviously, we're all a family. It doesn't matter your color, but let's not pretend that at least at one point it wasn't separate. The black and white battle rap was separated at one point. It isn't now, but at one point it was. So it bridged the gap between black and white battle rap, Grind Time, which is inspired by Pat Stay. It got King of the Dot started. Now, Pat Stay was supposed to just be Hollohan's hype man. Hollohan was supposed to be our guy. Everyone believed in Hollohan.
You're getting crusty, I'll clown you, bitch. I won't stop. When the fuck did Sideshow Bob get 5 nose jobs? Cause you got cute stories, but had you grind and you steal. Had you popping that Glock in the 9 you conceal. But I'm a cokehead, so I can always spot when the line isn't real. Fuck all of your corny jokes. I'm bigger than you. So if you win, I'm just gonna beat the fucking shit out of you.
The winner goes to the new champion, Hollohan.
Hollohan was that guy. And at this point, Sharon is in high school. He's not a battle rapper. I'm not around yet. I'm watching all these King of the Dot battles. I don't know Organic. I don't know these guys. They put out the release schedule. I'm waiting. When is Pat Stay going to King of the Dot? That's all when is Pat Stay? They post the release schedule, Pat Stay versus Bartone. And when I tell you, I ran home from school that day that I knew Pat Stay and Bartone was released to watch this. What people don't know is Pat Stay didn't want to do King of the Dot. He was done from battle rap. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. He was just going out there because Organic kept pressuring him, and Hollohan was supposed to be our guy. He was just joined Battle Rap to be Hollohan's hype man and support his homie. He didn't even want to do Battle Rap, but he was so fucking good that the work he did the Bartone battle. Best, he's Canada has nothing like this. He's so good.
I don't know why he keeps making fisherman jokes, because I ain't that type of guy. But you will get a hook in the jaw if you bite my lines. I came here by myself, and I ain't scared of no motherfuckers. His whole crew's like a Halloween in the ghetto. Just a bunch of suckers.
I don't even think people in Grind Time had people as good as Pat Stay. He was just so good with his charisma, his jokes, and his bars. And I remember Organic saying the world needs more Pat Stay content. Convinced him to do more the HFK battle.
Shit, I'll bust in your crib, slap your mom and dad, pick up your sister, slam her on her back, stomp your cat, and put your fucking chocolate lab in the Boston Crab. Yo, and if your grandmother wanted to, Sonic Boom.
He was about to be kind of done with Battle Rap, and then Hollohan did a freestyle rebuttal and said he wrote Pat Stay's material, and that upset Pat Stay because that's his friend. Pat Stay and Hollohan have a battle, and Hollohan's our guy. Remember, Hollohan is supposed to be our future. He's our champion. He's holding the league down. Him and Pat Stay have this grudge match. Two friends that grew up in high school.
He screams loud because deep down he's sad and affectionate. The same passive aggressiveness he battles depression with.
You can't fucking fight, you crazy frail. You chuck it right and break a nail.
Oh, what up, sucker? You want to fight, man? Is on. I'm the motherfucking truth. I'll put my right hand to God.
You a crying, complaining little bitch. Well, I show no emotion. Now you can bring some pride back home to the Nova Scotians, since you finally arose to the challenge and faced the dope opponent.
We don't get these grudge matches anymore. People that grew up in high school together battling, that know each other, they battle. Pat Stay crushes them.
Look, he's mad right now. One of you girls about to get stabbed right now. He wants to drop an N-bomb. You better start screaming that ass off loud and act all wild, because other than that, you're just a fucking meathead that has no style. See, my style's magnificent, swag dripping. I'm way too smooth, y'all. The white Snoop Dogg. I can moonwalk with steel-toed boots on.
It opened up a whole different lane of personal.
Come on, Pat. Don't act like you better, man. We both smoke crack from those same old Pepsi cans.
And it's time you people should know this. He had White Pride Worldwide tattooed on his back with the Iron Eagle below it. But when you meet him for the first time, you probably just think he's a nice guy till you go to give him a high five and he's like, woo, White Pride.
You were fucking rap for that last verse.
So Pat Stay literally became a star when that Hollohan battle came out, and we all in Canada wanted to be Pat Stay. He was our guy. He was literally the GOAT. And then basically he was thrown in a position where he realized he was so good he had to do this. Organic was like, okay, I want to bridge King of the Dot. I want to get URL battlers involved, and he gets Arsenal to battle. It was going to be the winner of Pat and Hollohan, and most people thought Hollohan was going to be our guy. But
wait, but I'm just a white boy from Canada, right? Who cares if I'm white? You racist piece of shit, all you do is stereotype. Well, guess what? My dick's bigger, I rap better, plus I fight live. And even in basketball, the best shooters are the white guys.
Pat was leading the way. He was the first guy to go against the URL battlers. He was doing everything. And if you notice, Pat Stay never became the King of the Dot champion until he battled Arcane.
And you say to the people's champ, let's do this just to make a point. If y'all want me to represent this country, make some noise.
He never even wanted to be the King of the Dot champion. He never really wanted to do any of this. I'm telling you, Pat just wanted to, at that time, work a normal job because there was no money involved in it, right? So he just became so good and was so liked that he was forced into battle rap because he was so good that people said you need the battle rap. And then eventually, you know, he was battling I remember talking to him when he battled Thesaurus. He's like, oh, I'm retired from battle rap. I don't want to do this anymore. It's too stressful. He got stressed out from the battles. There's a lot of pressure because everyone he had Canada on his back. You know, he was our guy, and it was a lot of pressure for him.
I think the only reason why I still do battle is because I feel like I have to for the people. You know, they tell me, Pat, you're too good. We get so much entertainment off you that it would let us down if you stop. I don't have it in me. I don't have that burn like I used to. Like back in the Elements League, it's like, Pat, you want to battle? Like, right off the hop, I'm on somebody. I'm killing them a fucking line. You know what I mean? Yeah, now I'm just like, whatever. I don't care who it is. Like, well, what about Tupac? I'm like, whatever. I want to fucking battle Tupac.
Pat Stay didn't really care at first. He did after, and he takes pride in it, and he loves the culture. But he didn't even work half as hard as me. He was just naturally good. Pat Stay actually wasn't even a hard worker in battle rap. A lot of the times he'd call me 2 days before, and he just starts writing for battles. I'm telling you, he was just that good. He just knew he was that good. And yeah, Pat Stay he was everything for our country. He's one of the most, like, when you go to Halifax, it's insane when I go with Pat Stay. Everyone recognizes Pat Stay. Like, he was a hometown hero. You know, maybe that's a long story for people to digest, and I could go on for an hour, but Pat Stay, that's how much he meant to everyone. Like, I wanted people to see, like, that came from the beginning. Pat Stay was our guy, and he didn't even want to be our guy. He was just that good. He became our guy.